line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Vikings at 6-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 23. Fighting him off. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A give up the middle to Gibson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Dotson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They get this out left. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to make this a on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Robbie Chosen, 30 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. 7-7, our score after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man. the gun. He'll hand this off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Wilson. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the work is near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Cooper from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely done drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll throw now on the final play. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And they're going to speed things up here. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And now they'll shift things around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 120 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Gibson toss right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Second and 14. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Nifty move. Down the right sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. But it's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on fourth down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in fourth down situations. You should be prepared for that.
And now an audible here into something else. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing, so they better provide him some help on this one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Dotson in motion right. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 173 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This to break our fourth quarter tie.
Slye able to put this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter.
And got his man complete.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They give him a gain of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. The 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal, and he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
An audible here to get a new look.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll run again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
As much as I in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They close to the first down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen.